In the middle of one of the largest Native American reservations, the Takini School prepares to deliver homework and food. In-person classes stopped a year ago because of COVID-19. Since then, a few times a week, the nearly 200 students receive free meals.
We do this because we realize how much our families depend on school systems, not only to provide academics to our students, but then also, our students do need a breakfast and a lunch.
When the school sent the children home to study online, the move highlighted what the students had been missing.
When the pandemic hit and we closed March 13th of 2020, we had 5 working laptops for students, or 5 laptops, and 3 of them worked.
It was a scramble, but through emergency funds, every child was provided with an electronic device in order to study. It's one of the strategy undertaken by the Cheyenne River Sioux Reservation to survive the COVID-19 pandemic. The Tribal Council now meets over Zoom to keep safe. Tribal Chairman Harold Frazier says the council implemented measures to slow the virus, but its arrival was inevitable.
It's just a matter of time it was going to get here. There's no way that we could keep it out completely because a lot of our people have to leave the reservation.
Half of the reservation is in Zibac County, one of the poorest counties in the U.S. People travel outside the reservation for jobs, for supplies. And there was another problem. The reservation is surrounded by North and South Dakota. Critics say the governors, both allies of former President Donald Trump, initially did very little to stop the virus, refusing mandates on masks and lockdowns. Both states paid the price. At one point, North Dakota had the highest per capita infection rate in the world. The virus hit the reservation in November with devastating effect, as it did with other reservations. Native Americans were twice as likely to die of the coronavirus as white Americans. Across the vast reservation, the tribal authorities imposed strict lockdowns, permits for travel, and sent food to homes to keep people in isolation.
One of the more drastic measures taken by tribal authorities was the installation of checkpoints like this one along the highways that connect the Native American reservation with the rest of the United States. Tribal authorities say the move was crucial in helping to stop the spread of the coronavirus, but the measure would be controversial.
The governor of South Dakota threatened to sue, calling them an illegal restriction of transport. The checkpoints stayed up, but the fight led to a breakdown in relations.
It's been definitely a pretty good fight in the struggle dealing with them. Now there's just I don't have any communication with South Dakota.
All these measures help to push the infection rate down. Now some want to end the checkpoints.
Near the borders.
Others protest to make sure they stay up. The tribal authorities say it's crucial that things don't return to how they were before the virus, broken down infrastructure and poverty.
We need jobs. If we could get jobs for everybody, I think that'll start it, jobs.
The reservation has come through the pandemic battered, but it has survived. Toby Muse, CGTN, Cheyenne River Sioux Reservation, South Dakota.